Welcome to Agent After Hours. I've got a special guest with me today, Dante.
All right.
Dante, I brought you on because you are absolutely crushing it on video right now. I see you on every platform I'm on, and I saw a post the other day that said you got your first collab from TikTok.
Right.
And I just posted something for our agents that I think it's like 87% of realtors don't think TikTok is a viable platform.
Wow.
And you're proof that it is.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
So walk me through, how did you get this client? Because you're posting consistently. But
Right.
just talk me through, what was the video that spawned their interest?
So for me, I'm not too sure if it was a video. So initially, Tyler, we had a conversation when I had called her, and I was like, hey, by the way, how'd you get my number? She's all, I saw you on TikTok, then went to your Instagram, got your information, gave you a call. So for me, what really led me, and I'll kind of give you the long answer, what really led me to TikTok was the amount of reach. We have Facebook and Instagram, which are great platforms,
Sure.
but it's so saturated.
Yeah.
You post your content and it's great, but you really have to know people and establish yourself on those platforms. With TikTok, myself, I had 100 followers, and then on one video, over 300,000 views.
Dang.
So for me, it's not necessarily the amount of followers I have, or even the amount of likes. I'm just looking at the reach on that platform.
Sure.
So I was like, with 300,000 views on this video, let's just give it a shot. So I really just started posting my content consistently.
What was that video that had 300,000? It doesn't.
So I hired a contractor to do some work around the house, and then his wife had a cleaning company.
Okay.
So after the work was done, I did my final walkthrough. They're demanding payment, which was kind of like red flag, like, hey, pay me. I'm like, I'm an honest guy, I'm gonna pay you, you know? So I did my walkthrough, and when I did my walkthrough, the work wasn't done. The house was not clean whatsoever. It was absolutely filthy. So I was like, let me record this, put this on TikTok. So I just recorded it real quick, just went through the house and then just put a song on it on TikTok and 300,000 views.
Awesome. Where else can you, there is no other platform, there's no other advertising you can pay for to get that kind of exposure.
Right.
So that's incredible. Well done. And I think it's a testament to the fact that you just documented what we do every day.
Exactly.
And reached that many people and then resulted in a client.
Yeah. So, and then back to how I got this client. So I ended up asking her. We had a great conversation. She's looking to buy a nice house out there. And I was like, how'd you get my information? Again, she said through TikTok and Instagram. And she was just mentioned, she went through the TikTok video, she liked them, then went through my Instagram, saw that I'm actually doing stuff. I'm not just silly 24/7.
Right.
My wife might disagree, but yeah, and then it just kind of turned out from there. So
awesome. Yeah, my wife is like, wait, you're doing bourbon and real estate again? I'm like, yeah, it's a good segment.
I like it. Yeah.
So so you started with, did you do Facebook or Instagram first and then moved to TikTok?
Facebook first, and then from Facebook went to Instagram, and then from Instagram to TikTok. And what I'll say about that, Tyler, is these platforms, they're different.
Oh, yeah.
The reach is just different. You're going to have your different group on Facebook than you would for an Instagram. And then from Instagram, TikTok is just completely separate.
Yeah.
So I just, through my experience, again, is Facebook, just for the more established crowd.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Instagram, you're getting those younger, I want to say, 22 to 30-ish. And then from then on, TikTok. That's huge. And right now, silly videos and silly stuff. You got your 17, 18-year-old people. But guess what? In a couple years, they're going to need a house, right?
And they're a larger community or group of people, demographic, than baby boomers.
I hear you.
And so millions of people will be buying houses here in the future. And the stats I saw were just astounding. They are already saving for houses.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're brilliant for doing it. So, well done. Any advice for somebody that's looking to get onto TikTok, or anybody that's looking to do video in general?
Yeah, so I would say video in general is key.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just has a different saying over pictures. It really gives you that full, this is who I am.
Sure.
I would honestly say when you get into video for TikTok and everything like that, and I know it's hard, it's easier said than done, but don't necessarily focus on that instant result. Everybody cares, I got these likes and I got this. If that's your focus, then you're going to be self-conscious. You're not going to post this and post that. I would say just go on there, be yourself and offer value to people. Again, I can be silly on some videos, you know, but for the most part,
Jumping over yard signs.
yeah. I felt it the next day, by the way. But yeah, I just want to offer value. You know, at the end of the day, if you want to buy a house, even if it's not with me, great. You know what I mean? So I just want to offer that value, that low pressure. If you have any questions, just ask me, you know, and I'll help you out. So
awesome. I'm a huge Gary Vaynerchuk fan.
Yeah.
Right hook. It's like, you know, hey, if you're just being authentic, if you're just delivering content, even if it's reaching, and he uses the example of like 3 people. He reaches 3 people.
Yeah.
They know 3 people, and then eventually it's going to continue to build, and it will have that compound effect. And so yeah, 300,000 people viewed that video. That reach was insane. So that's awesome, and it will just continue to build from there.
One thing I do want to hop on or caveat is we mentioned Gary Vee, right?
Yep.
So I follow this guy, great dude. His advice is great. He recently posted something about internet trolls, right? Just people just rude, you know? And on TikTok, I've experienced that a lot more than any other platform. So I posted a silly video. It's like, if you're not at the popcorn festival, then where you at? You know what I mean? And somebody had the audacity to be like, does the dentist know where you're at? Like on a comment, right? So instantly I'm like, okay. And I just responded. I was like laughing emojis. And the person started following me. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, hey, just roll whatever. Yeah. Just keep it going. Don't let them affect you.
No, if you read every comment, I mean, I've had to block and delete comments on Facebook. It's just like, you gotta be kidding me. So, don't take that stuff personally. Social media can do that too, for sure. But man, any other advice for people looking to get into social media or get into video? I mean, did you just dive right in and say, I'm going to record this video, or
for TikTok, or which one?
Any of the platforms. So what made you decide to say, I'm going to do a video today?
Yeah, so for me, it's a process, you know, and I always bring up my wife. She's awesome. She's like polar opposite. She's just like, full in, I'm doing all this. Me, I got to test the waters and slowly get it going. So one thing I did bring up with her last week was I was looking at my Instagram. And what I like about Instagram is you can just scroll through, you know, and see all your posts from the past and everything. Sure, it's that smooth scroll. So I was like, look at my first couple listings and how I did that. Oh my gosh. But I needed that in order to get where I'm at today. And I'm sure in 3 more years, I'm going to be like, see what I was doing in 2021? My God.
Dante, I started doing video. I had hair. I had
nice. Nice. Well, welcome to the Ball Brotherhood.
Hey, been here for a while.
Yeah. So what I would say, just to all the newer agents, again, not the instant gratification, but just to keep putting stuff out there and seeing what works. For me, I was like, there's only so much photos I can take. You know, let me hop on Instagram stories. Okay, you know, Instagram stories, they want to require more of a video. So let me just record what I do. And I found so many people are just interested. Like everything started flipping. So I was like, and I knew a lot of people who flip houses, but none of them were recording it.
Right.
And I'm like, so many people have HGTV.
Oh, they love the documentation of the process of before and after.
Right. So I was like, let me just put little snippets of my day. I'm sure to other investors it's like, it's no big deal, but people are actually interested. And I found a lot of interest just off that.
Pro tip, get a dumpster. I saw them.
Yeah, get a dumpster. So my wife told me to get a dumpster. I was like, no, we're fine. We threw everything in the backyard, got a fine from the city, but yeah, never mind. Get a dumpster. But back to newer agents, I would say the main thing, I would 100% be on social media because it's free.
Yeah.
You can't beat free. And again, the reach, no matter what platform you're on, you can't beat free. And the second thing I've noticed, and I found this out early, is if let's say you're on Facebook, you don't want to see, and let's say you're not even in real estate, you don't want to see a realtor saying, buy a house for me today. But you don't want to be sold. You're like, man, I just had a long day of work. I just want to see what people are up to and chill. I don't want to be sold right now.
Well, and it's an easy way. We've all had, you know, your cousin that buys a house because they went to an open house. If you're not reminding them that you're in real estate without selling them anything,
exactly,
you're going to be top of mind.
Exactly. So my philosophy is this, and like I said earlier, if you buy with me, great. If you don't, good. I won't say great, but you know, I'm happy for you. I just want you to have a smooth experience and just love the process, and that's kind of my goal. But what I would say to other realtors just getting started, or people who just want to get on social media, is really, like I said, not to say, hey, I'm your local realtor. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but show. And how do you show? Take a photo of your closing. You know, post a review, ask, hey, you got any questions? Let me know. I'm here to help. Document your journey, document your day-to-day. People are interested in that stuff. And from what I found by doing that, my clientele has exploded.
Love it.
You know, so just
Love
that
it.
value.
All right. No, you're exactly right. And we've been preaching it forever, and it goes back to just keep providing value, because it's not going to be instant gratification,
Right.
but it will pay dividends in the future.
Right, most definitely.
So, no, awesome advice. Any last words of advice for anybody else? I mean, you just gave them a plethora of information.
I did. I'm a talker.
My biggest thing is record the video. Don't be nervous about it. We're having a conversation, right?
Right.
And don't watch it again. Just post it. So, because you can get really caught up editing and spend hours on it. So just do a one and done take.
Great.
You're gonna stutter. You're gonna have mess ups. And it doesn't
It's
matter.
natural. And like right now, I just say, I pride myself on just putting myself in uncomfortable positions to grow. Like this podcast, I was like, oh my gosh, like what if I say something crazy? And I'm like, Tyler, I'm not crazy, brother. I don't know. You know,
Man,
but
I've watched plenty of your videos. You're good.
thanks, man. Thank you. But just last piece of advice, I would say, and I feel like you hit the nail on the head. You're going to be nervous. It's easier for us to say, oh, don't be nervous. You're going to be nervous, but just do it. You know, consistently do it. And as you do it, you're going to have a better feel. And then like the editing, don't worry about that stuff. That will come. As you've done 5 videos and you're like, you know what? I say a lot. I do this a lot. You know, and then it just progresses from there.
Right.
And then in 5 years, you look back on that first video, you're like, oh my gosh. You know? So
It's growth.
right, exactly.
So
And unless you get started, it doesn't happen.
no, you're right.
Yeah.
Take the first step. Do a video.
Do a video.
All right, man. Thanks again.
Thank you, brother, for the invite.
Absolutely.